All right, we got Bitcoin hanging out 28,559. This is quite shocking to me that Bitcoin has essentially held at least half of the fake pump from yesterday, the fake ETF news. So I can't really figure out what's happening. Obviously, this is a bullish sign in my book. Most of the pump, obviously, in Bitcoin. Most of your alts are down a little bit. XRP at 49 cents, Solana $24, Cardano back under 25 cents. I'm not going to go down the list, but mainly a Bitcoin thing. But I fully expected Bitcoin to retrace the entire pump from yesterday. So basically pumped from 26,800 to 30,000. Then the news came out. It was a fake ETF news that Cointelegraph put out. We'll talk a little bit about that. And then Bitcoin dropped $2,000 back down to like 28,000. And now we're kind of pumping 28,553. So I'm beginning to think maybe we will see a Bitcoin ETF sometime in the next few months. Maybe the information was just released early. But overall, this is an absolutely bullish sign. It shows you that people are motivated to be in Bitcoin. So here's Crypto Rand talking about a little bit about what happened yesterday with the fake ETF pump. I think it was all manipulation. Cointelegraph is saying it was some intern and it was a mistake and they weren't supposed to post it. But I mean, somebody made a lot of money off this. So I'm going to go with manipulation.
What actually happened? Because I think that's what everyone's looking at. So Cointelegraph are claiming that it was an intern or someone that posted the tweet without actually doing all the verification. So here's the official statement. Cointelegraph apologizes to its readers and discusses its investigation into what led the posting of the unverified news on X about a spot Bitcoin. Now, you asked me, this is a case of market manipulation, but let's listen to what they had to say. They said, "We are incredibly grateful for the support and trust you have placed in our publication in the last 10 years. We strive to deliver the most thoughtful, engaging, and impactful news in the cryptocurrency space, even though sometimes we may deliver it before the time. Earlier today, during the routine coverage, Cointelegraph's social media team posted a message on X without prior editorial approval that the United States Securities and Exchange Commission had approved BlackRock's iShares spot Bitcoin ETF. This was false, the result of misinformation. The news lead originated from an unconfirmed screenshot posted by an X user who claimed it was from the Bloomberg terminal." So this just shows you how scary their verification procedures are. Their interns, not even an intern, they actually don't use the word intern here, but their social media team was allowed to post stuff on X without actually verifying it. Cointelegraph did not ultimately publish an article with this incorrect information, but we deeply regret posting this in error on X and the impact that it caused. An internal investigation revealed that our standard procedure for posting breaking news on social media, wherein sources are required to be verified on social media, was not followed. And they actually show a picture of this chat. Now, I don't know. You can choose to buy what they're saying, or you can choose to question what they're saying. And I'm questioning what they're saying because I think that this must have been manipulation. And the reason why I say that is, well, you can see the buying before the time. I showed you guys a whole lot of metrics that actually show that on Deribit people actually bought, on Bybit people actually landed up buying. There was a spot buyer on.
Anyway, so in a nutshell, people were front running this. So somebody knew this fake news story was going to get posted on Cointelegraph, and a lot of people were buying behind the scenes. So obviously this was a scam. This is why we tell you guys on this channel, Rand's not going to tell it. It's funny, Rand's basically just like shitting on Cointelegraph, telling people how all these people got flushed out of leverage and how scammy the crypto market is. But meanwhile, he spends 90% of his life just promoting leverage trading, which is the one thing that gets you wrecked. If you're not in leverage, okay, you Bitcoin pumped, Bitcoin dumped, then Bitcoin pumped again. You're not going to get flushed out. But when you get flushed out using leverage, you lose all your money. So, but of course, Rand Nooner and a lot of these other guys are bought and paid for by the big exchanges. Their biggest sponsors are like Bybit, and that's how they make all their money. But if you're listening to everything that Rand's saying right now, he's basically saying it was manipulation. People were front running it. He thinks it's 100% market manipulation. So if he believes that, why in God's name would you be promoting leverage? because that's the one way you can get screwed. So anyway, it does look like manipulation. Probably nothing will come out of it. Maybe the SEC will look into it. Probably not. I don't feel sorry for anybody who was liquidated. I mean, you're stupid. But a lot of the people that get liquidated are new people coming into the market thinking that they can go 100x long after watching some show on Crypto Banter channel. And then, they have $5,000 to invest, and then the whole thing gets liquidated, and then they're completely broke. And then they miss the entire bull run coming up. So there's a lot of dumb money out there. But at this point, I've been in the market so long, I just don't feel sorry for anybody who uses leverage. A lot of people have been talking about this story. Bridgewater founder Ray Dalio warns of brutal World War III, says China and U.S. are at the brink of a hot war. This has kind of been building up for a while, and the only reason I'm even talking about this story because it's not really like completely crypto related. This is like one of those black swan events that could make it so we don't get a bull run. Last year we had that Ukraine war, which is still going on right now. That kind of dumped Bitcoin, but then it came back. But obviously, if we're in some World War III situation where a nuclear bomb gets thrown, or we're in some weird war with China and Iran, and we're already sending troops over to Israel to help them out, non-combat troops, but that's how it always starts. It always starts with sending over advisors. That's how it started with Vietnam, and then an advisor gets killed, and then we're in a full-blown war. So this is another reason I'm a big fan of Donald Trump. If you guys remember, under Donald Trump, we had absolutely no wars. Basically everything was peaceful. Economy was great. Biden's been in office for 3 years. The whole world's crumbling apart. And even if you hate Donald Trump, but you like crypto, you have to realize that if anybody's going to negotiate with Putin or Iran or Israel, it's not going to be Biden. The guy can hardly even talk. It's going to be Donald Trump. It's going to be the guy who wrote The Art of the Deal. And even a lot of liberals now are coming out and saying, things were a lot better under Trump. We do not want this. We do not want a war. That will really, putting aside the death and destruction, and we'll probably all be dead anyway if something like that happens. You can't make any money. You can't make any money in crypto if you're dead, right? Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, I hope we can all at least agree on that. Like, you're not making any money in crypto if you're dead. If there's a nuclear war, and 3 years of Biden, the world's completely falling apart. 4 years of Trump, what's your complaint? He sent a mean tweet to that fat pig Rosie O'Donnell. I mean, guys, grow up a little bit. So that's that. As you guys know, I did buy some XRP, and I like it. I'm happy I bought XRP because there's so many shillers and so many people behind XRP. I get to watch all the shill videos now, and I'm actually a lot more interested. But here's an actual legitimate article. Roblox integrates XRP as a payment method. Xzola and BitPay now support Ripple's digital currency for in-game purchases. Roblox, an online platform with over 200 million monthly active users. Yeah, my kids play Roblox all day. That's all they play. I think. Roblox? Yeah, I think that's it. Accepts XRP as a payment method according to an October 17th announcement from BitPay. And here's a Twitter release. Xzola now accepts XRP with BitPay as a payment method. Blah, 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 blah. Good news. I think people are feeling a lot more confident now with XRP. A lot of companies are more confident with XRP and Ripple because they got that SEC clarity. I really do. As much as I don't like XRP, it's not like I don't like XRP per se. It's that I don't like the people behind Ripple because they just dump XRP to finance their lavish lifestyles. But with that said, I expect XRP to do very well the next bull market, but I also expect it to be one of the biggest dumpers going into the bear market. So for me, I'll probably be selling half my XRP once it hits $1, and then I'll be slowly getting out little by little. But XRP is not a coin I'm going to be holding or for years and years and years. It's simply a pump and dumper, but I do think it's going to do well in the bull market. So we got some XRP news. And I guess I am like an XRP moon boy now. Feels good. Here's another XRP article I found. I mean, there's always XRP articles, but there's been a lot lately. Ripple's XRP sees $1 trillion shakeup. Potential amid calls for massive adoption by big banks. Cryptocurrency announcement Crayon, better known as Twitter's now X as No BS Crypto, conducted an analysis of the potential impact of cryptocurrencies like XRP and XLM on international bank transfers. He pointed out that during his 4 years working in banking, he observed numerous issues related to traditional finance, such as the slow pace and high cost associated with processing international transfers. As a result, the crypto pundit explained that cryptocurrencies like XRP, XLM could resolve these problems by enabling fast and cost-effective global transfers without needing payment service providers. One bank holds Nostar's account in another country to process a transaction in its native currency, simplifying the exchanges. How could Ripple's XRP revolutionize banking transactions? Crayon explained that XRP used as a bank bridge, as a bridge currency, eliminating the need for lock funds in Nostro accounts to ensure liquidity. Additionally, he highlighted that unlike the time and high fee banks charge for international transfers, XRP and XLM can complete them in seconds, charging only nominal fees. See, we already know all this. Like, they've been talking about this with XRP for years. That's going to take over the banking system. I think Ripple had all these deals with like some smaller banks. What was that company? They had I forget. They had some deal with some. What was it? One of those Western Union, and that didn't work out. So we've been hearing about this for a long time. The question is, now that they have the SEC clarity in a way, will all this stuff they've been talking about for the last 5 years come true? If it does, XRP is going to do extremely well. So there is some good stuff with XRP out there. So I am glad I bought it, even though it'll probably go down before it goes up. All right, what's this one? Oh, and if you're a big fan of Theta, like we are, they have the ThetaCon. Everybody gets mad when I say Theta. ThetaCon 23 is coming out Thursday, November 2nd. So I guess they're having a big conference in Austin, Texas. We are excited to invite you to the second annual ThetaCon happening November 2nd to the 5th. It's a 3-day conference at the Hotel Van Dan in Austin, Texas. We listened and incorporated your feedback for a longer conference, more opportunities for breakout sessions, and selective venues in the heart of Austin's music scene. What's included in your tickets? 3 days of blah, 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 food and drink, breakfast and lunch, networking and events, including access to the first ever Zilli Award ceremony, TS23 swag, and more. And I think tickets are like $300, which I guess, so it's $100 a day, but you're getting food, drink, breakfast and lunch. I mean, I guess that's worth it. Because, some of these conferences, they charge people thousands and thousands of dollars. So we might see a Theta pump if they have some news during the ThetaCon. Here's a story I found, and this Binance.us, it used to be one of my favorite exchanges, and the SEC really fucked it for me. But now I'm on Coinbase, and I'm using the Coinbase Pro or whatever it's called, and it's fine. It's a little bit more pricey than Binance.us, but it's all right. You pay you pay like 20 or 30% more, but it's fine for what it is. We've been talking about Binance.us for the last 6 months. I've been telling you guys, do not be on Binance.us. It's like a slow death. Like there's no excuse if you're on Binance.us and they completely go under and you lose all your money, because it's just like it's like watching an old man just wither away, over a year. Like, you see it coming. So Binance.us halts direct dollar withdrawals. US dollar deposits in user wallets are no longer eligible for FDIC insurance protection. So that means any money you happen to have on Binance.us, cash, is no longer insured, which means, to me, I can see the writing on the wall there that you can lose that money now in a heartbeat, and Binance.us could care less because it's not insured. The federal government isn't going to back you up. They probably won't even investigate it if you lose all your money. So this is updated in the new terms of service. Binance.us users can no longer withdraw dollar directly to the platform after the exchange updated its terms of service. In the event that customers wish to withdraw US dollar funds from their account, they may do so by converting US dollars to stable coins or other digital assets which can subsequently be withdrawn. Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no reason to be using Binance.us anymore. Unless they just have a coin that only they have and you do a quick send over there and send out. But you do not want to be fucking around with that site anymore. The SEC sued Binance.us, the firm's international arm Binance, and its founder CZ on June 5th for operating unregistered securities. Yeah, and the SEC really has it out for Binance.us. It's just there's no reason to be in Binance.us. Like, if you're holding your crypto on Binance.us, you just have to understand you're a complete retard. I mean, there's no other way to put it. As far as the stock market, stocks are actually doing relatively well today. I've been looking a lot about properties over the last year, and of course, like, nobody's buying properties right now because interest rates are absolutely like crazy. They're like 8%. Like, nobody's going to buy a property at 8%. The car market's kind of slowing down a little bit, so I do expect there to be a slowing down of the economy, especially in real estate. Which for me, I hope we go through another like 2008 real estate crash. Because once I do well in crypto, this next bull market, that could work out perfectly to when the housing market is like completely in the shitter, and then I can buy another property. But the only people buying properties right now in the USA are people with cash, because you're not going to get a freaking 8-year. Like, for example, my mortgage rate at the house I live with my family is like 3%, and then I got a mortgage rate with my rental property, which is like 3%. But I paid that property off. Thank you, Cardano and Theta, for allowing me to do that. But there's no way, like, so my mortgage was like, I don't know, $800 a month or something like that at my rental property because I had a big down payment. But that was 3% interest. If it was 8% interest, my mortgage payment would be like $1,600 or $1,700 a month. Like, and that's for a little cheap house. So there's no way people are buying like a $600,000 house with a 8% mortgage. Like, the only people buying houses right now, you have to have cash and you have to be wealthy, and that's it. So that could lead to some market turbulence. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, we already talked about Iran. And we already talked about Israel, but here's another story I found. U.S. Marine Rapid Response Force moving towards Israel as Pentagon strengthens military posture in region. So, I mean, all you have to do is study history. I know I already mentioned this. If we have military personnel in Israel, I mean, it can be a translator. It can be a translator. Hamas launches a bomb. It kills a bunch of Israelis. Also takes out the translator. Then the next thing you know, we're in some hot war with Hamas. Then Iran comes in. We're fighting Iran. Of course, Russia is an ally with Iran. And then we're in World War III. So we need to be monitoring this situation. Really, World War III is the only thing I could really say fucking up this next bull market. And it's 100% Joe Biden's fault if that happens, because this would not be happening under Trump. So we need to monitor this situation. But the way I see it, if we are in World War III, cryptocurrency is going to be the last thing on your mind anyway. So who really even cares? Like, you're gonna like, you just like so that's like a giant black swan. But hopefully that doesn't happen. And then we have U.S. elections happening, next year anyway. So hopefully the next Bitcoin bull run with a halving, hopefully Donald Trump getting reelected, that all coincides to one of the biggest crypto bull runs we've ever seen. And Joe Biden hopefully, gets brought up on charges for being such a con man. All right, so what else do we got going on? That's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm really shocked that Bitcoin's pumping even more right now. I'm really shocked that Bitcoin is hanging out above $28,000. This is overall bullish to me. If this happened this time last year, there's no way Bitcoin would have held its gains. It's no way. This is a telltale sign to me that Bitcoin is going into a bull market. A lot of people are talking about the halving. Binance now has a halving countdown clock on their exchange. So the party's coming. Like the big party's coming. It's like, you have like a big party planned. It's like 6 months away. You have a countdown. You're like, wow, it's going to be great. Well, the countdown has started for the big Bitcoin halving party, and nothing can stop Bitcoin now except for maybe World War III. World War III. But I read some articles, people saying, well, if we go into World War III, maybe that'll even help Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, because It's kind of, it's a risk asset, but it's also a safe asset. If you're fleeing a country because of war, you can just put it on Bitcoin and just you can save the password in your brain or have a hardware wallet or something like that. It's a lot. If your life savings, say you live in like Israel or something like that, and your life savings is $50,000, are you going to put $50,000 in your suitcase and risk that getting confiscated? Or are you going to put $50,000 in cryptocurrency and just you can memorize it, or just like I said, put it in a hardware wallet, or do whatever you want with it, or even put it on exchange. You can put it on a Coinbase or Binance or something like that. So who knows how that would react? My thing is, if we're actually in a hot war with Russia and Iran, I mean, I'm more concerned about not getting nuked than crypto, but you never know how crypto is going to react. Maybe crypto and gold will do absolutely great if we get in some war with Iran. But either way, I still don't want that to happen. All right, that's it, guys. Not too much else going on today. Like I said, the big thing is that Bitcoin is still holding above 28,000. So even though that ETF news was completely fake, Bitcoin's just like, it's fake, but what the fuck? I'm not dumping anymore. So to me, telltale sign we're in a bull market. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.